So, you know, after all we've talked about tonight and talked about and talked about, if that wasn't bad enough, you know, there are even more side effects about getting old. I mean, I fart too much. I can't remember my name. I call my wife my dog's name and my dog, what's my wife's name? Oh, my wife's name. Oh, I can't even go to sleep or bend over to pick up the morning paper. My dog down there, she just laughs at me like, fetch what? You fetch it. And you know, don't even get me started about sleeping pills and how addicted we are as a culture to these little beauties that help us sleep at night. You know, I haven't had a good night's sleep since I took that brown acid at Woodstock. Yeah, some of you might remember that. But, yeah, I think I really remember that one. Come to think of it, you know, I don't remember that much. But well, let's see what we've learned so far about growing old. No erections, no sleep. And thank God the Lord has given us a pill for everything that we need, and we'll all be fine. You know, the two biggest cash crops in America and the world, behind missiles and bombs, and of course, weed. You know, I mean, seriously, if all that I've mentioned about getting old hasn't made you feel sorry for me and all of us other oldsters, knowing that most of us older guys can't stop peeing, or we can't pee at all, is all icing on the cake. It's a real nightmare, I'll tell you. I mean, I leak all over my underwear, I stuff paper towels down my crotch, I need to peek up in the car or wherever I go. One time I thought the peek up was a beer, so of course I drank it, me. And now, I know where that saying is, man, this beer tastes like warm piss. So you know what? Hell, it was. But the worst part of all this stuff is getting up in the middle of the night with a woody and having to pee like a racehorse. And you know, just my luck. I look around, my wife's asleep, there's no one, no one even notices this big woody bulge in my pants. On top of that, that damn woody makes it impossible for me to aim that hard on in the toilet. I mean, I bend over and try to aim it, got it to the right spot, you know, but it's dark. I can't see. Of course, I don't have my glasses, which makes it even worse. And of course, I miss it. In fact, most of the time, I miss the toilet completely. I hit the floor, hit my dog, the ceiling, the toilet paper, the wall, my dog. Which means, of course, I have to listen to my wife saying, honey, please clean up the toilet, the floor, the dog, and the toilet, the paper, and the ceiling. And she keeps asking me, how come you're peeing on the rug? I mean, it stinks. What's going on? Well, I'll tell you, 20 years ago, when I had this huge erection getting up in the middle of the night, she wouldn't have ignored it. And you know, coming to think of it, I probably wouldn't have ignored it either. It's 2:45, but no one seems to care. Yeah, I gotta pee. So to save myself more agony, I came up with a great solution. In fact, a brilliant solution. Now, every time I get up in the middle of the night, a huge hard-on, holding it, wishing there was someone there, I just pee in the sink. It's the right height, and guess what? I can just rinse it down the sink. I mean, doesn't every man my age do the same? Sure makes it a hell of a lot easier. And you know, I'm glad because actually it keeps peace in the house and it keeps my wife off my back. But please, please, whatever you do, don't tell my wife. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could screw. But through it all, and there was doubt, I ate it up and peed it out. I faced it all and hit the wall and peed it my way. Thank you, Frank. I love you, babe. Yeah, you know, getting old is a big drag, but all in all, looking back, I only really have a few regrets in my life. I mean, I never got to play in the major leagues. Damn it, I never got to ski downhill in the Olympics. I never got to dress as a woman or have a threesome. Well, okay, I missed out on 3 of them. But seriously, I've had a wonderful life, and I have a wonderful life, beautiful life, 2 wonderful children, 4 wonderful grandchildren, a little corgi named Tilly, and a pool that needs to get plastered. And you know what? After this routine, I'm kind of thinking that I do too. You know, perhaps the greatest thing about getting old is that God has given me something very wonderful and special. Anybody ever hear of the Hubble telescope? Hubble telescope, anyone? Well, guess what? Well, it's right here. And it works great as a pickup line. Hey baby, you want to see the Hubble telescope? It's fully extended, and look, it's 12 inches long. But just remember, objects in space may appear to be larger than they really are. Here, take a look. You can see a black hole from Earth. And believe me, it's out of this world. Thank you, everybody. You've been a great audience. My name is Todd Hubbell, Mr. Smiley. Just remember, life is what you make it. Just make sure you make it through your life. Good night, everybody. Have a good one. Cheers.